low of 41 degrees. Murfreesboro and Mount Juliet have the highest low today, sitting at 42 degrees. As for the conditions this evening, Smithville, Woodbury, and Manchester are partly cloudy. Shelbyville, Mount Juliet, McMinnville, and Murfreesboro are mostly cloudy tonight. So for all the stargazers out there, you may be able to see a waning crescent through those pesky clouds.
Thanks, Taylor. When we get back from the break, she'll also have our full 5-day forecast. And Alexis Phillip will be over in the MTN Sports Den with a look at what the week holds for our sports.
Son, love is like the ocean. You have to tread the waters.
Dad, that's not the kind of help I needed. Jessica, will you go to prom with me?
Yes.
Thousands of teens in foster care can't wait to share their first with you.
If I could go back and change it all, I would. I think I'm gonna miss you the most. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Maybe it's just the little moments. If I could go back and change it all. If I could go back, I would. But I can't.
Once there was a boy who did the same thing again and again. One day, he was told he had autism. He got help and slowly learned how to live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
Natural disasters are a fact of life in the U.S. And between activities and school, chances are you won't be with your kids when they happen. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids can help your children feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
Put the keys down, Kevin.
But I'm gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
My text to emoji ratio has gotten a little out of hand.
A little?
Yep, I'm definitely gonna call a ride home.
Welcome back to Middle Tennessee News. Taylor Pennington is now here with our full 5-day forecast.
Thank you. For the full 5-day forecast, we have some showers coming up later this week. Today, we have a high of 67 degrees and partly cloudy with a low of 42 degrees. Tonight, Thursday, we have a high of 62 degrees and mostly cloudy with a low of 51 degrees that night. Friday, we have a high of 64 degrees with 67% chance of storms throughout the day, with a low of 59 degrees. We have a pretty rainy weekend coming up with 91% chance of storms on Saturday, with a high of 63 degrees and a low of 48 degrees that night. Sunday is cloudy, with a high of 64 degrees and a low of 50 degrees, with a 42% chance of showers that evening. That's all I have for your full 5-day forecast. Kira, back to you.
Thanks, Taylor. And still ahead on Middle Tennessee News, Alexis Phillip will be over in the MTN Sports Den. That's coming up next.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right, because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign, not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
The black truck? Hey, Christina from accounting.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, I used to date a girl named Christina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then she dumped me for my best friend. You want to see some photos of them that I took?
I don't.
I thought we talked about this, buddy.
Buzzed and overshared again?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna call a car.
That's a smart idea.
So yeah, I know, that's why I did it.
Hey, you're gonna get back to the top of the mountain.
Does that mean I'm gonna get back with Christina?
No.
Oh.
No, no.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome back into the MTN Sports Den. We're going to kick this off with news from football as MTSU has kicked off National Signing Day with some new commitments added to an already big first recruiting class for head coach Derek Mason. The additions for the Blue Raiders so far today include South Carolina defensive tackle transfer Felix Hickson, offensive lineman DeMelo Knox, and defensive end Kendrick Burley Jr. 6 of this cycle's recruits are from the Middle Tennessee area, including punter Grant Chadwick, keeping the talent in state as Coach Mason will look to build this momentum from the recruiting side to the football field this fall. Staying with football with one of the most important Sundays upon us, a few former Blue Raiders are headed to Super Bowl 58. 4 Blue Raider football alumni will be playing in Super Bowl 58 this weekend in Las Vegas. Linebacker Darius Harris, wide receiver Richie James, and wide receiver Isaiah Gathings will be suiting up for the Kansas City Chiefs on Sunday, while cornerback Javarius Ward, who led the NFL in pass deflections with 23 and also recorded 5 interceptions, will be suiting up for the San Francisco 49ers. All are looking to make a huge impact during the game, and we wish them nothing but the best. Moving on, Blue Raider women's basketball will be in action at the Murphy Center as they look to keep their hold on Conference USA. The Liberty Flames will be making their way down to Murfreesboro on a 4-game winning streak and are in the 3rd place conference standings. Flames center Bella Smuda has been on a tear, nearly averaging a double-double on the season with 14.5 points per game and 9.5 rebounds per game. Smuda was also named CUSA Player of the Week for performance, combining for 49 points and 20 rebounds while shooting 64% from the floor. Liberty freshman Asia Boone also earned her 7th CUSA Freshman of the Week, the most by a member of the conference since 2019. The Flames offense will have to deal with a tough Blue Raider defense that leads the conference in defensive scoring and blocks per game. You can watch the game on Thursday at 6:30 p.m. on ESPN+. With the Lady Raiders looking to defend the Glass House, men's basketball will be on the road once again Thursday as they travel to Lynchburg, Virginia to also take on Liberty. Both teams sit at the bottom half of the conference standings with only a handful of games remaining as they try and chase Louisiana Tech. The Flames are in 2nd in the league in defensive scoring, only giving up an average of 64 points per game, and lead CUSA in made threes, making over 10 game and shooting 36% as a team. Liberty is led by senior forward Kyle Rode and junior guard Caden Matheny, who lead the team in scoring, combining for 26 points per game and nearly 6 threes per game. The MTSU defense will have their work cut out for them.
but they don't allow many threes to be taken as they are top 30 in the nation in perimeter defense as they prevent teams from taking the three ball. Tip-off is Thursday at 6 p.m. Central Time and will be on ESPN+. Big stakes for Middle Tennessee men's tennis as they take on Virginia Tech Friday. The match will start at 5 p.m. and will be hosted by Middle Tennessee at the Adams Tennis Complex. Virginia Tech will make their first road trip of the season, coming in undefeated at 5-0 on the year. Middle Tennessee is 5-3 on the season and currently undefeated at home. The Blue Raiders have two players in the ITA Top 100 singles rankings. Senior Leo Racon at 18 and sophomore Marcel Kimrosky at 79. Andre Hork was also named CUSA Athlete of the Week after winning both of his matches. And for all of you fans of running, jumping, and throwing, MTSU has released their 7-meet schedule for outdoor competitions. With indoor competition getting ready to wrap up, including the Blue Raiders track team, running up to Lynchburg with the men's basketball team for a meet. Hosted by Liberty this weekend, outdoor events will be picking back up in March. MTSU will head down to Atlanta to start the outdoor season in an event hosted by Georgia Tech. They will be on the road for the entire season with stops in Knoxville, Gainesville, Philadelphia, and Raleigh. That's all I have from the Sports Den. Guys, back to you.
Today is National Girls and Women in Sports Day. This special day is to raise awareness for women and to set as a reminder to the positive aspects of gender equality in sports. The day was first introduced by President Ronald Reagan in 1987 to welcome and recognize the impact of girls and women in sports.
It is also to celebrate the passing of Title IX just 15 years before in 1972. Many organizations like the Women's Sports Foundation, Girls Incorporated, and the National Women's Law Center work together to keep this day to keep going and to get the word out each year. Thank you for watching us on Middle Tennessee News. If you missed this or any show, you can watch them on our website, middletennesseenews.net. I'm Dylan Simmons, joined by Kira Fullington, Alexis Phillips, and Taylor Pennington.
Make sure to follow us on all social media sites as well. We'll see you on Monday, February 12th for our next show.
Son, love is like the ocean. You have to tread the waters.
Dad, that's not the kind of help I needed. Jessica, will you go to prom with me?
Yes.
Thousands of teens in foster care can't wait to share their first with you.
If I could go back and change it all, I would. I think I'm gonna miss you the most. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Or maybe it's just the little moments. If I could go back and change it all. If I could go back, I would. But I can't.
Once there was a boy who did the same thing again and again. One day, he was told he had autism. He got help and slowly learned how to live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
Natural disasters are a fact of life in the U.S. And between activities and school, chances are you won't be with your kids when they happen. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids can help your children feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
Put the keys down, Kevin.
But I'm gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
My text to emoji ratio has gotten a little out of hand.
A little?
Yep, I'm definitely gonna call a ride home.